Hello, everybody. Welcome again to another live stream here on WooEnglish. As always, my name is Hamza, and today we are going to have part two of our live stream about Elon Musk. And this will be the second live stream about Elon Musk since last Tuesday. We also talked about one chapter in the life of Elon Musk. This type of live streams is a new form that we have just started where we take one of our videos that we have on our channel and then we discuss it on the live stream, and through it we try to improve our listening and reading skills, as well as we try to learn some grammar or some vocabulary points from it. So today, as I said, will be the second part of Elon Musk's story. So I hope you guys will enjoy, will like this video. And I will wait a little bit for more people to join before we go to the first activity. So Elon Musk, the second part. And I'm not sure if you guys were there in the first part or no, but we will try to cover very quickly what we did in part number one. Like in the first quiz that we are going to have, we will try to just remember very quickly what we covered during the first part. So today's story, Elon Musk. Just wanna check if everything is working well. Great. Okay. So please, as you join this live stream, and if this is your first time seeing the channel, our channel is dedicated and specialized in teaching English through stories. So these live streams are just part of what we do. What we normally, or what we are more specialized in, are videos that we do on YouTube where you learn English through stories of very famous people, like the one we are covering today, which is Elon Musk's story. The live stream basically are, we have two live streams every week, and during these live streams we either take one of our videos, we focus on one chapter and we analyze it, we try to understand it deeper, we try to explain some difficult words. At the same time, we try to learn some vocabulary through the stories that we share on YouTube. So let me see who is already here. We have Sally. I think, Sally, you were with us last live stream, I think, when we talked about Elon Musk. I still remember you. So I'm very glad that you guys are here again. Yeah, were you guys with us last time? I don't see anyone interacting. So make sure to say hi in the chat. Maybe let us know where are you joining us from, and if you were here during the first live stream. Great, Sally. Yes, I do remember. So I do have a good memory after all. Yeah, so today will be part two, and I think we should go to the second live stream or the second slide. And in the second slide, I have a little question for you. Nema is here. Hello, Nema. Welcome. So I'm starting to see people who were with us last time. You are from Algeria. Wonderful. Welcome. I'm from your neighboring country. I'm from Morocco. So Amin is here as well. Amin, hi. How are you? I'm doing very good. Amin, thank you for asking. Thank you. Yeah, so as I was saying, last time we talked about the first part of Elon Musk's story. Iman, hi. How are you doing, Iman? We talked about the first part of Elon Musk's story, and today I decided to do part two, right? Where we are going to cover another chapter in the life of Elon Musk. In the first chapter, we talked about his school life. How was school like for Elon Musk? So we tried to see how he spent his life, and we are going to remind you of that today. But I want to start with this little warm up, and the question is, do you believe in aliens? Because today we will be talking about SpaceX. That's the new chapter that we are going to focus on. And my question is, Amin was eating dinner and then he stopped to join the live stream. Thank you, Sally. Thank you. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. So welcome to the live stream. Yeah, the question is, do you believe in aliens? Aliens is like the gentleman, the Greek gentleman that you can see on the screen. Do you believe in aliens? Do you believe that there are some other species living in other planets? Or do you think that human beings are the only thing that exists? Of course, what we have on Earth, like animals, and that's it. What do you think? So, do you believe aliens? So, Sally does not believe in aliens. All right. Amin does not believe in aliens as well. Okay. Amin, no aliens. Just human beings, just animals that we have on this planet. That's more than enough. We are already too many on our planet. We are like 7 billion. So we don't need no more aliens. What about rest of you guys watching us today on Woo English live stream? Do you guys believe in aliens or no? Nema? Okay, no one believes in aliens, it seems. No one believes in aliens in the chat. Amin says, but there are billions of stars and galaxies as our galaxy, which also can contain some creatures. It isn't logical that we are only the alone in that huge universe. Exactly, that's what a lot of people believe also. But I still don't believe in them, Amin insists. I believe that there are many beings we have not even heard about. Yeah, maybe. Well, we didn't see it in it, everything, right? The only place where human beings have been outside of Earth is the moon. So we didn't go and see what exists on other planets. Maybe we sent spacecrafts, but we don't know what exists outside of our solar system. There are jinn live with us who live with us on the planet. Yes. Yeah, but we can't you can see, well, they live with us on this earth, and we still cannot see them. So maybe there are other aliens like on other planets, but we can't see them as well. So for people who have just joined today, we are going to have the second part of Elon Musk's story, and yeah, we are going to focus on the chapter uh, where we talk about hello Tolga. Hey, Tolga, I still remember you. I think you used to be here. No, you used to visit our live stream from time to time a long time ago, and then you stopped. There can be some aliens with us, as us, who are still looking for creatures like us and try to find them as we find for them too, as we search, as we look for them. Yeah, yeah. Maybe they are looking for us too. So today we are going to see the second part of Elon Musk's story, and we will, I think, start with the first quiz. So quiz time, and I want to start the quiz from last week. So even for people who were not here with us last time, maybe you can just remember some of the stuff that we talked about last time, or know what we were talking about, all right? So that you are not missing anything. Where was Elon Musk born? This is the first question that one of the questions that we talked about last time. Is true memory. Nice, Tolga. So it's been a while. I hope everything was great with you. Amin says that Ryan is watching as well. Ryan, hey, how are you? B, South Africa, says Iman. Amin also says B. Tolga says Victoire is here. Hey. All right, so we started having like people who are like loyal visitors. Great. I'm very glad of that. So Victoire, good evening. And Sally also says South Africa. Okay, let's see. Yes, you guys are correct. He was born in South Africa. Elon loved school. This is something that we focused on last time. He really, really loved school. Is this true or is this false? And if you can tell me, I'm fine. All right. I mean, thank you. Amin is also always mediating. Thank you, Amin. And Ryan, I'm glad you are doing great. I hope you had a nice week in school, and I hope you are ready for the weekend. False, false, false. Victoire says B, maybe for the previous one, and Sally says false. Okay, so if you guys says it's false, so what was true? How was his experience in school? Amin says true. He loved school, Amin. Is that what we talked about last time? Good, 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 good. All right. I'm sorry. This like there is a little bit of lag on my end. Okay. So, oopsie. It's false. I mean, I'm very surprised that you don't remember this one because we talked about it a lot last time. We said that he didn't like school because he was bullied in school. And one day he was beaten up. He was like beaten up to the extent that he needed a surgery to fix his nose and his face. He was so beaten up, he did not like school. Let me ask you another question for those of you who were with us like in last week or last session or last live stream. Uh, his parents, were they happily married or what was the deal? His parents. So at school, he didn't have like a good experience in school. What about inside the house? Did he have a good experience inside the house? So he did not like school. He loved books, yes. I mean, he loved books, but he was bullied. Exactly. It was bad because of bullying. Sorry, when I click on one of his colleagues, treat him, yes. Don't remember this place in school. We never say colleagues, we say classmates. Okay, we say classmates. So someone who studies with you is your classmate. Someone who works with you is your colleague. Worse. It was worse at home. I don't know why I'm clicking, but it wouldn't, like it's frozen. Worse, no. No, they divorced. They divorced, says Amin as well. Sorry guys, I want to click on your messages or your chat, but no, he did not. Good. All right. Classmates. He wasn't happy in school. No, his parents divorced. Exactly. Exactly. So he was not happy. And I still remember, I think, Amin or Victoire, I think. Victoire, I think that was your answer. You said that he was not happy inside inside home and outside of his house. So he was not happy at all. He had a very rough childhood. Yeah, next one. Yeah, today we are going to focus on SpaceX, and that's something that you guys asked for, like on the channel. SpaceX is a company that builds rockets and spacecraft. Is this true or is this false? True. Amin says true. Iman says true. I don't know what's going on with this streaming website. StreamYard, fix your problems. A meaning true. Ryan says false. Okay, let's check. Let's check. It is true. So SpaceX is a company that builds rockets like the one that we see here. And spacecraft is any machine that goes to space. So craft machine and space is space. So spacecraft, okay? All right. SpaceX rockets are built to be only used once. So the rockets that Elon Musk built can only be used one time. Is this true or is this false? So if you, for example, if we fly a rocket that belongs to SpaceX and it goes outside of space and then comes back, that's it. It cannot be used again. Is this true or is this false? And by the way, this is something that we will see today. Nirma says true, but I don't know if this is number one or number two. And Sally says true. Again, I don't know. I can't quite follow the conversation. I can't understand after a while. I will try to speak slower, Tolga. I will try to speak slower. Shall I repeat the question? Shall I repeat the question? All right. So SpaceX, we said SpaceX built rockets, and rockets are things like this one. like this rocket, right? Rocket that goes to space. And the question is, can they only be used one time? So you can only use them one time, and then you need to build another rocket. You understand now what I mean? True, false, true. Okay. I mean, I'm not sure if you did not understand the question. False, they used to travel. But how many times can you use them? My mind says, sir, gave you a special question, so it's true. All right. Your mind tricked you, I mean, because this is false. Okay. So let me tell you, SpaceX built rockets that can go to space and come back and then fly again. Okay. So they can go to space, come back, and then go back to space again. Okay. So they can be used more than once. And by the way, NASA could not do this, and SpaceX managed to do it. Let me see if we can find a video, a little video. I hope it's not copyrighted or something. I hope it's not copyrighted. I hope the clips that I'm going to show you are not copyrighted. It's going to take some time, so you be patient with me, guys. The internet sucks. So, and this is a GIF, so it can be quite. My computer is getting very old. I think I need a new one. They cannot be reused, I think, says Victoire. I thought every spaceship can be used many times. No, I mean, no. I'm going to tell you why. Is that true? Because my information about NASA. I'm going to explain it in a moment. I'm going to explain it. I'm just waiting for a little clip to play. Sorry, my internet sucks. It's very bad. Unfortunately, it's not going to play here. Neither is this. Just be patient with me, guys. I'm just trying to find for you a clip, a little clip that's not copyrighted of a rocket by SpaceX coming back and landing. Oops, that was not a success. The internet is absolutely horrible today. It's horrible. Come on. Yeah, the internet is treating me very bad today. Unfortunately, nothing works. All right, let me see if I can show it on YouTube then. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Mustafa. Hey, it stopped. Yeah, the internet there is a problem with the sound. Is there a problem with the image? Maybe because the internet sucks. Because the internet is very bad. So I hope this is not copyrighted or something. All right. Okay. So let me show you this again. I'm praying this is not copyrighted. Okay. So this is one of SpaceX's rockets. This is by a channel called Bloomberg Technology. So just like giving them credit. This is their video, not mine. I'm just showing it. So it went out, and then notice that it landed. It came back. All right. So it landed back, and this was something that was not possible before. All right. So is it clear how that happens? What was it clear, guys? When you did you see it, or did it cut? I wasn't sure if it cut or something. So Elon Musk's or SpaceX's rockets can be used more than once because they can land and then they can go back again to space. But with NASA, when a rocket is like when it does its mission, it's destroyed, right? It just lands and then it's destroyed, right? Or it lands in the sea, it lands in the ocean, so it's lost, right? So you can only use it once. You can, for example, imagine you want to take an astronaut to space. So you take him to space, and the spacecraft, the rocket, will come back and it will be destroyed. It will be gone. But with SpaceX, it can go, take him to space and come back, and then maybe go back again and take him and come back, and be used more than once. And that was what was amazing about the man. So let's continue our little quiz. Oh, okay. So the quiz is over then. So we are going to go now to the reading part. Again, for those of you who maybe never were here, so we are going to listen to a small chapter from the whole video that we have on our channel. So you can visit the video or watch the whole video from the description below. I have 3 rules for you. The first rule is listen carefully, because after you listen, sorry guys, sorry for that. sorry. You guys said you are gone. I'm back. It's okay. So I was saying we are going to read and listen, and I have 3 rules for you. The first rule: listen and read carefully, because after that I'm going to ask you some questions, and I hope you will be able to answer them. Number 2, if any word is not clear for you, don't hesitate. You can ask me. I can pause the video, explain it to you, and then we can continue reading and listening. And finally, it will be very nice of you if you can like this video. That really helps our channel. So let's go. Without further ado, let's go into the first reading, listening. I think you went to space. Exactly. Yeah, I went and came back. I went and I came back, actually. So yeah, all right, let me do this. Let me zoom in a little bit so that you can read more comfortably. 3, 2, 1, let's go and start listening.
Chapter 8. Eyes on the Sky, Founding SpaceX. He had changed the way the world used money. But Elon Musk wasn't finished, not even close. After PayPal, he had the freedom, the resources, the chance to chase something bigger, something beyond anything he'd done before. And as
Oh, so I see some people, Mustafa, I think, asking for what this is about. So this is a reading, listening live stream. So we are going to read and listen to a small chapter. The whole video is on our channel and it's 1 hour and a half. So we are going to listen to just like 10 minutes from this video. And in this 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes, like just 7 minutes or 8 minutes. So we are going to listen to one chapter, and the chapter is about SpaceX. That's why we were discussing SpaceX before we listen. So we are going to listen to how Elon Musk founded SpaceX, and after that we can discuss and develop our discussion a little bit.
Chapter 8, Eyes on the Sky, Founding SpaceX. He had changed the way the world used money. But Elon Musk wasn't finished, not even close. After PayPal, he had the freedom, the resources, the chance to chase something bigger, something beyond anything he'd done before. And as he thought about the future, he realized his next move was clear. It was time to reach for the stars. Space had always fascinated him. The vast unknown, the distant planets, the mysteries waiting to be discovered. And Mars. Mars was his dream. He'd imagined humans living there, building a new world, pushing beyond the limits of Earth. But space travel was expensive, outrageously expensive. So much so that it was reserved for governments, for billionaires, for the elite. Elon wanted to change that. He wanted to make space travel affordable. It was a bold idea, an impossible idea, some said. But Elon had a vision. And in 2002, he took his first step toward making it real. He founded a company that would rewrite the rules of space exploration. A company that would do things differently, that would dare to believe in the impossible. He called it SpaceX. From the start, people doubted him. Friends, investors, experts, they warned him of the risks, of the cost, of the near certainty of failure. Rockets explode, Elon, they'd say. Space isn't for startups. They saw it as a game for giants like NASA, for seasoned scientists, for the untouchable. But Elon didn't care. He was willing to take those risks, to face those doubts. He believed in SpaceX with everything he had. He poured his own money into it, millions of dollars, a personal fortune. Others thought it was reckless, but to him, it was an investment in a dream that mattered.
So there are a couple of words that I want to explain. So he poured his money. So to pour something, we pour a drink. So when you pour money, you are putting a lot of money into something. It's like pouring. It's like water. So it's like you are pouring water into something. And there is another word that we have seen
into
here.
It. Millions of dollars, a personal fortune. Others thought
that it was reckless. A reckless is something that is careless. You do something without thinking, right? So, for example, reckless driving is when you drive a car very fast, like without paying attention.
It was reckless, but to him, it was an investment in a dream that mattered. And so, he hired engineers, scientists, builders, the best he could find. But these weren't just employees. They were believers, people who shared his dream, people willing to work late into the night, fueled by the vision of what SpaceX could become. Their mission? To build a rocket, one that could launch into space and come back, a reusable rocket, something no one had done before. It sounded simple, but the task was monumental. Every piece, every detail had to be perfect. Failure was not an option, yet it was a constant threat. For months, the team worked tirelessly, testing, retesting, fixing every issue that arose. Each step was a battle against gravity, against nature, against the limits of technology. And then, in 2006, the Falcon 1 rocket was ready for its first launch. The entire team gathered, their eyes on the sky, their hearts racing with anticipation. Elon stood among them, quiet, hopeful. The countdown began.
Countdown is when we count 3, 2, 2, 1, etc.
The engines ignited, the rocket lifted from the ground, and then, just seconds later, disaster struck. It exploded. In a flash, everything they'd worked for, everything they'd built, gone. Elon's heart sank. His dream shattered. But even as the smoke cleared, he knew. This wasn't the end. He rallied his team, encouraging them, pushing them to learn from every failure. Each launch was a chance to improve, to get one step closer. And so they tried again. The second launch failed, and then the third. Millions of dollars spent, years of work, and still no success. The doubts, the whispers, the criticisms, they were getting louder. People called him reckless, foolish, warned him to give up, but he wouldn't. He couldn't. He still believed. He knew that success was possible, that they were close. All he needed was one more chance. In 2008, that chance came. Falcon 1, launch number 4. Everything was riding on it. SpaceX was nearly out of money, and if this launch failed, could mean the end. Elon watched as the rocket took off, holding his breath, his heart pounding. Up it went, higher and higher, every second feeling like an eternity. And then, it reached orbit. Success.
It reached
After so many failures, so many setbacks, Falcon 1 had made it. SpaceX had launched its first rocket into space. Elon and his team erupted into cheers, their months of hard work finally rewarded. Against all odds, they had done it. SpaceX had proven itself, and that success was just the beginning. With the Falcon 1 success, new opportunities opened. NASA took notice, offering SpaceX a contract worth over $1 billion. Now, they weren't just a startup. They were a serious player in the space industry. Elon's dream was becoming a reality. And as the years passed, SpaceX continued to push forward, developing bigger rockets, taking on bolder missions. The ultimate goal? Mars. Elon wanted to make humanity a multi-planetary species, to create a future where humans could live beyond Earth. It was a dream so big that most people couldn't even comprehend it. But for Elon, it was real. And SpaceX would be the company to make it happen. They developed the Falcon 9, a rocket that could not only reach space, but could land safely back on Earth, ready to be used again. It was a breakthrough that revolutionized the industry, slashing the cost of space travel and making the impossible possible. And with every successful launch, with every return landing, Elon's vision grew closer. SpaceX was no longer just a company. It was a movement, a symbol of what was possible when one person dared to dream and refused to give up. And Elon Musk? He stood with his eyes fixed on the sky, on Mars, on a future he could almost touch. SpaceX was his answer to every doubt, every risk, every challenge. It was his way of reaching for the stars. The journey was far from over. But Elon Musk was ready for whatever came next. Chapter 9. Tesla.
All right. So the chapter 9, Tesla, you can go watch it on our channel. But for me, I think we'll just one chapter is more than enough, all right? So I hope you guys listen very well, very carefully to the chapter number 8. And we are going now to move to the first set of questions, which is true or false. The first one being, Elon Musk used external investment, meaning other people gave him the money to fund SpaceX at first. Is this true? Is this false? I hope you guys were listening well. So Elon Musk used external help, like other people helped him, other investors, people gave him money to start SpaceX. Is that true or is that false? All right, I see some answers pouring. True. I mean, it says false, but Ryan says true. Apple dog. And Nema says false, false. All right, let me just fix what's the deal. All right. Okay, let's check. It is false. And how do we know that? Let's see what the text said. And I explained this, by the way. I said he poured his own money. It was his money, not external money, right? His own money that he made through PayPal. The first three launches of Falcon 1 were successful. The first launches of Falcon 1 were successful. Very good, Sally, even giving us justification. I mean, are you talking about number 2? Victoire says false, I think, for the previous one. Amin says false for this one. All right. So for those of you just watching today, we are going through the story of Elon Musk and his how he founded SpaceX. And we have just listened to a small chapter, and now we are discussing it. So this is a question, the first 3 launches. All right. Okay. Let's see. You guys are correct. Yes, absolutely. So all 3 first launches failed. The 4th one only was successful. And you see how like he did not give up. He kept trying and trying. NASA offered SpaceX $1 billion contract after Falcon 1's success. After it was successful in the 4th launch, NASA offered them $1 billion contract. Is that true or is that false? From the text, if you were listening well, then you will be able to answer this. False, it's destroyed. I think you are talking about the previous one. Victoire same says false for the previous one. Amin says true for this one. Amin says true. Victoire says true. Iman says true. Good. So you guys were following then. You were listening very attentively. That's great. Tolga says true. Tolga, can you remind me where you are joining us from? Was it Ukraine? Okay, let's see. Yes, it is true. And from the text, it says, Falcon first success gained NASA's recognition and led to a significant contract. So basically, imagine you start competing with NASA, and NASA recognizes you and acknowledges your work and gives you money so that you can take that equipment to space. Because SpaceX work is cheaper than NASA. NASA, a lot of money. SpaceX, it does the same job, but with a lot less money. Okay, so you see how SpaceX is great. Next one. SpaceX goal is to make space travel more exclusive and expensive. Space travel. Sally, what's the deal? Ah, Turkey. Okay, is a male's name. Okay, sorry then. Okay. False, Amin says. Tall guess is true. Victoire says false. So he wanted, Elon Musk, when he created SpaceX, says, well, I'm going to make space travel very expensive. Affordable. Good. Yes. Nice. So he wanted to make it affordable and accessible. Very good. Victoire even remembers the exact words from the text. Yes. So he wanted, so as we said in the previous question, he made space travel cheaper. You can do it with less money. Elon Musk views SpaceX as a movement, not just a company. Is this true? Is this false? Sally, very good, wonderful. Sorry, I didn't see your answer on time. Yeah, that was for the previous one. The goal is to make it easier and affordable for everybody. Good. I think there is a little bit of delay here on my end. Amin says this is true. I mean, are there any exams these days? Because we are doing exams with our students. Iman says true. Tolga says false. And what about the rest of you guys? Are you doing any exams these days for people who are still working, or still studying? And if you are working, let me know what you guys are working as. Let me see what are the jobs that we have here on this channel. I'm a teacher and an artist. Okay, I'm a teacher and an artist at the same time. What about you guys? Nema says true, true, and Tolga changes the answer or his answer to false, to true. Sally says true. All right, I think that's all we have. True indeed. So this is from the text again. He considers SpaceX as a symbol of pushing boundaries and achieving dreams. For him, it's a movement. It's a way of thinking. Now, direct question. So, what inspired Elon Musk to fund SpaceX or to found SpaceX? Was it A, B, C, or D? Just give me the letter A, B, C, or D. Engineer Iman. Sally is between jobs. They say that my English teacher always gives hard exams. You didn't do any exams? I mean, in English, I have already done two quizzes so far. I have done with my students. I'm a student, Ni'ma. Okay, what are you studying, Ni'ma? What is your major? So in English, we say major. Major is what you are studying. Okay, major is what you are studying. For me, for example, I was studying linguistics. Victoire says C, while Tolga says A. Do the first one. Interesting. He is quite late. But how is he as a teacher, Miss? I mean, how is he as a teacher? Do you think it's good? You understand in class? Or no? Let's check. It is B, actually. It is the coast of space. So his fascination with, by the way, all these played a role. But for him, why did he found SpaceX? Because he wanted to make space travel affordable. Anyone can pay for it. Well, now the rich still can pay for it, but maybe in the future that will be the case. What was SpaceX's first successful rocket called? Is it Falcon Heavy, Starship, Falcon 1, or Dragon? A not bad teacher. What does that mean? So a good one. Amin says A and B. He is fascinating. I agree with you, Tolga. Absolutely. He was like, all those answers were correct, but the major one was that he wanted to make it. Well, I had to do something. It's fine, but you still can manage like to understand what's going on here. Engineering, cool. Falcon 1. But she always wants to convince that her answers are true, even though she does sometimes mistakes. It's okay, everybody makes mistakes, I mean. C says Amin. Sally says C as well. I'm gonna wait for one more answer, maybe. Yeah, everybody makes mistakes. Except for me, I don't make mistakes. Yes, it's Falcon 1. It's Falcon 1. What was the Falcon 1 fourth launch so critical? Because it was so important. It was so the first time was a fail, the second time was a fail, the third time was a fail, the fourth time was success. So the fourth time, why was it important? Was it because SpaceX was running out of money? It was the first time NASA was involved? It was meant to reach Mars, or Elon Musk was piloting he was driving the rocket? That's why it was important. Which one do you think? B. Tolga says B. All right. A. I mean, I'm gonna do like this because I want you guys to see well. SpaceX was running. So Amin says A, while Tolga says B. A or B? I was working, but due to a chronic disease that I had 10 years ago, I stopped working. Now I'm kind of disabled and retired. Sorry to hear that. What did you used to do before? Sorry to hear that. My sympathy goes to you, Victor. A, said Sally. Musa is here. Hey, Musa, how are you? You are late this time. Last time you were on time. You came here at the right time. Mustafa says A. Okay, let's see. Let's see what is the right answer. It's A. Because they failed the first time, the second time, the third time. And those space launches, launching a rocket to space is not cheap. It's expensive. Well, he tries to make it cheap, but it's still expensive in our standards. All right, for us, it's still expensive. So he was running out of money. They didn't have enough money. But the fourth time, it was a success, and NASA says, hey, here is some more money. So you see how this works. What made Falcon 9 rocket revolutionary? It was the first rocket to orbit the moon, to go around the moon. It was the first fully reusable. We can use it again. It could land safely back on Earth, or it was powered entirely by solar energy. These questions are related to the previous questions. Indeed, indeed. It's this. We are using the same chapter. I used to be a manager in a food industry. Okay, all right. Well, this is life. This is life, right? Yeah, a lot of people were working, and then something happens, and then they stop. But we can stop working, but we can never stop living, right? We can always keep living life. C, B for Amin, B for Amin, and C. So I see most of your answers go between B and C, which are the logical answers. It was C. It was it could land safely back on Earth, and I think B also the same thing. So it was reusable. Okay, it was reusable. What was Elon Musk's ultimate goal for SpaceX? So the ultimate goal, the end goal, the last thing that he wants, the final goal. What was it? Was it to build a space hotel? To make space travel affordable for everyone? To develop faster than light spaceship, which is impossible, so C is out of question. To create a multi-planetary species. B says Tolga. Amin says B as well. B for Apple Dog. You will be a little bit disappointed this time. Yeah. A alien will live there. Yeah. Well, I agree with you guys. It is. It's. I agree with those of you who answered with B to make space, but it's also to create a multi-planetary species. Look. There is the first goal, and then there is the end goal, the ultimate goal. So the first goal is to make it affordable. We can pay for it, which to sometimes to some extent he did. But the end goal, he wants human beings to exist in other planets. So he wants to send people. In the end, he wants to send people to other planets, especially Mars. He wants to send people to live in Mars. Okay, so that's the end goal, the ultimate goal in the end. So some vocabulary now. I have for you 4 words from the text that we have listened to: near certainty of failure, against all odds, monumental task, and finally pushing beyond the limits. And what you need to do, guys, is to tell me which of these words go with which of these definitions. So D means is correct. D means A is correct. Let me check, I mean, what you mean here. Build space hotel, not just space hotel. I mean, it's building what they call colony, space colony. So space colony is like a place where people will live in space. Maybe I should do like this so that you can see everything. It's not clear, unfortunately. Okay. Let me remove myself then. Is it better now, Mr. Mustafa? Is it better now? So it's called a space colony. I mean, as always, very fast. 3 is the. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna show the answers because you guys say it's not clear, and I don't want to give you some eye problems. I hope this is better. I hope this is, but now I've already revealed the answers. I have already revealed the answers now. So this goes to B. And I'm going to explain them, of course, okay? I'm going to explain them. All right. So let's go back. Maybe I hope these are clear now, better. Okay, so near certainty of failure. Let's see what Amin's answer was. Amin says it's C, I think. Yeah. So let's check. Yes, it is C. So near certainty of failure is when you are almost certain that something will fail. It's something highly likely to fail. Against all odds, doing something despite great difficulties. So against all odds is when a lot of people are expecting you will fail and then you succeed. Monumental task is a huge challenge or responsibility. And finally, pushing beyond the limits is to go over or further than what is certain or what is currently possible. So I hope these words are clear. Am I Rocket Space Falcon 999? I'm Rocket Spaceship Falcon 999. Very fast, yes, always. Ni'ma also got number 1 correct. So let's try to use these words in these sentences. Monumental task, against all odds, near certainty of failure, and pushing beyond the limits. So can you guys help me use them in these sentences? You can just write for me. Number 1, it's 1, 2, 3, or 4. By the way, guys, do you want me to go back and let you take a screenshot here? So I'm gonna let you take a screenshot here if you like. You can take a screenshot. Well, Amin. So which one is which, Amin? I'm gonna be back, by the way. I'm gonna be back in 5, 4. So make sure to take your screenshot. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm back. And let me go back to the exercise and let me now check. So Iman says number 1 is 3. Despite near certainty. Okay. Tolga agrees with Iman. Victoire, 1 is what? 1 is what? Ni'ma, 3. We already took. Okay, great, Iman. Okay. So number 3, you guys are correct. So despite the near certainty of failure, meaning people were certain it will fail, SpaceX continued working towards its goal. So despite like people were certain it will fail, but they continued to work. Next one, number 2. What do you guys say about number 2? You changed your mind. I mean, okay. What about number 2? Amin says monumental task. I mean, it's very fast. I mean, it's always fast. Yes, it's monumental task. Creating a reusable rocket, a rocket that we can use again and again, was a monumental task, meaning a great task that required perfect precision. Number 3, Elon Musk has always focused on. What do you guys? 3. Dog or Apple Dog says 4. So 4 meaning pushing beyond boundaries of human capabilities. Okay, let's check if Apple Dog is right. You are right. And finally, we are left with SpaceX succeeded in pushing or in against all odds, proving skeptics wrong. So against all people who said that it will fail, they succeeded. All right, last question or last task for today. Last thing that we are going to do is this question that we started with. By the way, we started with this question: do you believe in aliens? I guess I'll give others. Yes, yes. Well, it's a challenge, man. It's a challenge. They shouldn't. You shouldn't take it easy on them. They should work faster. So I think most of you guys said that you don't believe in aliens. If anyone here like didn't answer in the beginning of the session, you can answer it now. But I want to add a second question. Imagine if you met an alien for the first time. What is the first thing you want to tell them or you want to ask them about? Okay? What is the first thing you want to tell them or you want to ask them about? Yeah, you guys said you don't believe. Musa is doing his job, like trying. Sorry, Musa, you were late, man, today. Do you believe in aliens? So you can tell me yes or no, and then you can answer the second one, which is if you could. So let's imagine you met an alien. What is the first thing that you wanna tell them about Earth, or you wanna ask them about? For me, because I like languages, I want to ask them about their language. Okay, we have a believer here. Ding, ding, ding. We have a believer. Apple dog. So, Apple dog, if you could find or if you could meet an alien, what language do you speak? The same for me. If you could meet an alien, Apple dog, what would you ask that alien? Tolga, there may be living things like bacteria, but I have no evidence to believe that more intelligent creatures exist. Well, maybe they are less intelligent. Maybe they don't. Because we have this idea that aliens are very smart. Maybe there are aliens, but they are just animals in other planets. Mustafa and Musa are a little bit late. You guys should come early next time. So, Iman says if she could meet aliens, she would love to ask them about their language that they are speaking. Is there a meaning to life for you? That's a nice question. That's a nice question. Yeah. To ask them about the meaning of life for them. Maybe what are they studying or what is the meaning? For me, I would think that I want to ask them about their religion, if they have any religion. This question is so complicated, but it will against be against all odds and say I don't believe in them. And if I found one, I will try to talk to him. It will be a monumental task this is near certainty of great. I mean, great. You managed to use all the words that we saw before. Awesome, man. Awesome. Great. So, what is the question that I want to ask them? I don't. Musa says I don't. But if Musa, if you one day you met an alien, just imagine, what would you ask them about? What would you ask them about? I'll ask, you pushed beyond the limits. How did you do this? I mean, he's doing a great job as always. Hey, I can't read Russian. But do you believe in aliens? And if you could meet an alien, what would you tell them? I want to also ask them if they have any like if they have any music that we can listen to. I think that's well. I now when I think about this, I think I have a lot of questions that I want to ask them. I have a lot of questions. I want to ask them about art, about music, about their schools. What do they study? What did they discover about their religion? Dare to film you. To take a picture of them, I mean, and then you will be very rich man. Why are you green? Maybe they work with the sun like plants. Maybe they work like plants. Study English story. And maybe I will see. All right, I will see and run. What languages are alien? The aliens or do aliens speak? Grady, watch WooEnglish. Thank you. I mean, that's welcome. Yes, I mean you are very friendly. I mean, you are very like you have a lot of hospitality. Another question: individual or society? Meaning, do you have like nations or stuff? I want to describe them to describe their planets. Alien, what are you here for? That's a very good question, by the way, Apple Dog. That's the first question that we should ask them. What are you guys doing here? Are you here to kill us, to murder us, to finish the earth, or are you gonna like? Are you here for a friendly reason? What kind of games? Yeah, maybe they have some amazing games. Last week we talked about elections. Elon, he was offering $100 million person to get. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He is a big Trump supporter. Iman, maybe I'll ask them if they use the internet or social media. Maybe they don't have time for that. Also, how do they have managed living? And is there religion? Indeed, I want to ask about the religion as well. I'm very interested to see if they too, like us, have religion or no. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right. So I think we guys can stop here. So I want to invite you to our channel, Woo English. It's an amazing channel. These are some of the videos that we have on our channel. So Donald Trump, for example, when he was young, we have Beethoven. Maybe next week I'm gonna cover next week. Probably I'm gonna cover Jeff Bezos. Maybe next week I'm gonna cover Jeff Bezos, right? We have Adolf Hitler. So we have a lot of videos that you can visit on our channel. And that's the idea of the channel. It's learning English through stories. This is the story that we covered today, and it's Elon Musk. And we noticed that you guys really, really liked it. It's 37K, and that's a great number for us. So that's unusual. So that's why we decided to cover it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the enthusiasm. And have an amazing uh, uh, weekend. Have an amazing weekend, guys. Take care of yourselves. See you on Tuesday.